Hey y'all, I'm back. Ooh, y'all, sorry I am late. I know that I was supposed to be posting a lot of videos, but your girl wasn't feeling good, and now I'm back and I'm here. And guess what? Y'all finna get these videos. Anyway, we are talking about Tyler Perry's Zatima, season 3, episode 9, Mercy Me. So y'all, the episode picks back up where Zach flies down the stairs like Superman, like Zach. Whoop. I said, ooh. Okay. So Jeremiah's shooting is like pow, pow, pow. And I'm like, well, wait. Where did he get a gun from? So apparently he must have stole it, found it, and stole it somewhere, child. It was probably upstairs. So I thought that he unalived it. So I ain't gonna lie. That's what I was thinking. Anyway, but Belinda actually realizes that was her gun, and then she ended up calling the police. So at this point, Zach is mad because Tyrone Biggums, y'all know who Tyrone Biggums is, shot at him, and child, now he won't go back up the stairs. And then it's the back and forth. Fatima was like, Zach, don't go up there. And he was like, I'm going. And she was like, if you go, I'm going. And I'm like, girl, you pregnant. You can't go up there shooting. What are we talking about? What we talking about? So, I'm sorry, y'all, it's Nat. We get to the commercial. I'm sorry, not the commercial. We get to the theme song. Life ain't perfect. Y'all gonna learn this theme song. You understand? Y'all gonna look. I wasn't even in the mood that day. I was like, I'ma still sing the theme song. Anyway, so the episode come back on. So y'all, Tony is trying to get Fatima to go outside, and of course she's refusing because she big bad Tima and she acting like she ain't pregnant. Ma'am, go outside. And so Zach asked her, do you have your gun? And she was like, no. And he was like, why you ain't got your gun? The lady didn't think she had to bring her gun, but she said she trying to be better. Y'all know that's Madam's cousin. But whatever. So y'all, Nate and Tony is trying to take her outside, and she hooping and howling and blue blah blah. And Zach go upstairs to find that Tyrone Biggums is gone. He jumped out the window. So Belinda kind of pipe up, and she's like, well, I bet this nigga stole my stuff. Ma'am, we hope he stole your stuff and your drawers. So y'all, I don't like Belinda. So Fatima asked Zach, is this what you gonna do? Zach said he started, and she says this is why she didn't want to tell him. Like, this is why I didn't want to tell you, because you're hot-headed. Because you're hot-headed and you don't think. You just do whatever. You just do whatever. So Fatima at this point screaming, talking about, look at this. And Fatima says, this is what you gonna do. If this is what you gonna do, you cannot. You gonna have to do it without me. So sis is tied, but Fatima, you should have been tied 2 baby mamas ago. But we want to stand by our man. Anyway, y'all, we see that Tyrone Biggums stole Belinda's stuff and her rent money. And y'all, it was not like her rent money was visible. It was in the bookshelf. I was like, sir, how did you find this lady money in the bookshelf? Like, this really gotta be some crackhead stuff. I don't know. So then we get to the next scene where Bryce and Preston is at the office, and they're going over the contracts. Zach walk in, and of course he still feel a way about Bryce. Bryce still trying to get his time and attention, and I'm just over it. Like, Bryce, just let it go. Just do your job, and that's it. And he tells Bryce to leave. And again, Zach is extremely rude to Bryce, but I get it. But it's over. So now you you keep this he just keeps this anger going. So he leaves, and Zach tell Preston what happened. And at this point, y'all, Zach is stupid. He's immature, and he's not being very demure. And I hate that word. If you're gonna use it right. Anyway, we get to the next scene where Bryce talks to Preston in the hallway, and he hands Preston Dr. Reed's number and has Preston to call him to have Dr. Reed to come to the bar to meet him and Zach, so he can at least talk some sense to him, because Bryce did overhear the conversation. So he decided to leave before Zach came out, but he did overhear everything. So y'all, in the next scene, Fatima and Angela pull up to the house, and y'all, Deja is having her birthday rent party. Like, we realized that it's not her birthday, but she having a rent party, and I really thought she was still dancing, but I guess not. So Angela goes next door to try to talk some sense into Deja, but of course Deja's gonna be Deja. And then that's when Fatima came in, because she was just mad, and she just the fact that she destroyed that lady's house was just unnecessary to me. It was unnecessary to me. Like, wow, just like Zach destroyed Belinda's house, that was unnecessary. And I just feel like Fatima have misplaced anger. You took all of that out on her because she had a party. She didn't directly do anything to you. She had a party. And I kind of feel like if I'm paying my rent, mortgage, whatever, I'm going to do what the I want to do. Ain't going to be like you could. When I tell y'all, me and Fatima would have been rolling. We would have been rolling. I don't care who cousin you are. Because we would have been rolling. Soon as you thought you came to my house trying to sun me, we would have been rolling at this point. We really would have been rolling. I'm over it. So, y'all, I wrote in my notes that Fatima looked real stupid. And she did. Like, there are times where everybody really try to go up for Fatima, but in this moment, I did not. I was so sorry, y'all. I was so aggravated with her. It was unnecessary. So then, y'all, she talk about, you want crazy, I'll show you crazy. And y'all know where that came from. Y'all know that's what Janet Jackson, aka Patricia did in Why Did I Get Married Too, before she started busting up all that stuff when Gavin, the character who Tyler Perry played, and Marcus came in, when they came in her house. And she busted up everything. That's where that came from. I just was over. I really was over this episode and the last episode, that those two, they do too much. And like, I get y'all get angry, but okay. Anyway, Fatima started to scream at Deja, talking about, you don't listen, shut the fuck up, blah 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 blah. So again, like I said, you mad at Zach, and need I remind you that you were pregnant? And no matter how mad you are at everyone, at anybody and everyone, even Zach, you chose to stay with him. You chose to stay with him with all his foolishness, with Karen, with the baby mama, with him sleeping with your friend. Should I keep going down the list? But I'm going to leave it there. So we get in the next scene where Zach and Parson is at the bar. Parson actually goes to the restroom or wherever he went, and Dr. Reed comes in and talks to Zach. And y'all, I already said that I was tired of Zach and his antics. He don't listen. He is really hot-headed, and and so Dr. Reed tries to talk some sense into him, as he should. Dr. Reed gave clarity, and in that moment you can see where, even when everybody else tried to talk to him, it wasn't registering for Zach. But in that moment when Dr. Reed talked to him, he got the clarity that he needed. Like, he was able to see things differently in that moment. But Zach is stupid. He's still hot-headed, but in that moment he was a little bit emotionally available enough to emotionally mature enough to understand what Dr. Reed was talking about. So Dr. Reed tells Zach that his brother didn't make the choice to destroy his life, and his brother did make the choice, and Zach made his choice, and he also told Zach to choose wisely. So Zach actually admits to Dr. Reed that he is angry and he's thinking about, doing something to him, and that he needs to, he needs to control his anger. And so they talked about Jeremiah's substance abuse issue, and of course Zach don't care about that, because in his mind, I made a different decision, but we'll get there when he talks to Tony. So we get to the next scene where all the people has left Deja's house, and Angela is in the house with Fatima, and they talk about love and relationships, and Angela was like, I don't understand why loving people is so hard. Fatima tells Angela, I don't know why loving somebody is so hard. But again, you chose Zach. You chose Zachary Taylor. Given people change, and he has, but there are still some things in the inside that he really, really, really needs to work on. And I think what confuses me is he's the same person on both Sisters and Zatima, but we've never seen him this mad on Sisters. We have seen him like that on Zatima. It just, it's one and one not making two when it comes to the character correlation. Anyway, so Angela admits that it is exhausting, and y'all, and Angela was right. It is exhausting when you're dating people. You're trying to date with a purpose. You're just trying to date, and the person of the opposite sex or the same sex really be on some stuff when in actuality they're not ready. So at this point, this is when Fatima pissed me off, because she tells Angela she can't give her advice on men because she has different men coming through. And I was just like, hold up, because if I was Angela, I would have been offended, because I'm like, who are you talking to? You get one dude, and all the stuff this one dude has done emotionally drained you, but you're gonna try to make it seem like this lady can't give you no advice. The difference between her and you is that she know how to maneuver, and when it's too much for her, as she said, she gonna move, she gonna walk away. So once again, this is me saying, Fatima, you stuck with him when he didn't have nothing. Fine, he had to come up by way of illegalities, but he had his come up. That's fine too. Then you had to stick with him through his ex, the stuff in a way she treated you before you even found out she was pregnant. Then you find out she pregnant, and now you have to deal with baby number one. Oh no, that's not it. He got a second baby. Now he got another crazy baby mama who he slept with one time. That's baby number two. And not only do you have to care for him, you have to care for the little boy, because he has a lot of issues, and he has a lot of mental delayed issues or something. I don't know. And so not only do you have to deal with that, you're pregnant. And then you have to deal with the fact that he has mother issues, and that his mama was on drugs and just discarded him. So now you're dealing with mama issues. On top of that, he has issues with his brother, coupled with the fact that he now has his own issues. So you can't say anything about Angela. And I just didn't like that, because I felt like that was Fatima just deflecting. Like, you won't even sit in your own truth, but you want to tell everybody else truth. You want everybody to have a good man like Zach, because he a good man, Savannah. He a good man on paper, by looks. But when you start digging through and peeling back them layers, he got some stuff going on. Anyway, Angela tells Fatima that she was committed to Bryce until she found out that he wanted the same thing she wanted. And so she left. So she tells Angela that they always have something to say about Zach. But we wouldn't say nothing about Zach if Zach didn't do nothing. Did he not sleep with your best friend? Yeah, that was before you, but did he not do it? Okay. And then she said, but none of you have a man. Again, I don't have to have somebody to know what it's like to be hurt by somebody. Y'all just piss me off. Cause don't. Okay. Oh, Lord. So y'all, Fatima just really sitting there, really grandstanding, acting like she got a prize. Like, I don't like that. Yeah, Zach is a good dude, but look at all of the stuff you have to get to deal with the good dude in order for him to be a really good dude. It is what it is. Fatima wants Angela just listen, but you don't want the correction. You want to correct everybody. Like I said earlier, you want to correct everybody, but you don't want nobody else to clock you on your BS. And I'm just like, Tyler, please get out of my face, cause this ain't it. This ain't it. This right here, this whole acting like you so above, and you and your man so above. I don't like it. Anyway, what's her name? Angela tells Fatima, when she don't like the drama, she leave. She see it and she exit. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I am a exiting mofo. If I don't like something, I'm quick to leave. But nowadays, in this space that I'm in now, I'm learning to, okay, this, seeing what, I have a choice. Because I can choose to deal with stuff, I can choose not to deal with it. And I think that's just as simple as that. You see something, you don't like it, you ask them to fix it, they don't want to fix it, you leave. You see something, you know off top is a deal breaker, guess what? Don't compromise. Leave. And there's nothing wrong with that. That is just your preference. So, what I'm really come to realizing, and I think I didn't see it prior because we were all so in love with the Zach and Fatima whole, that we just couldn't step back to see how toxic they both were. And they are. It's all in how they interact with one another. Yeah, they've gotten better in the communication, but I understand why she didn't tell him. But it's just still, everything is, don't tell Zach, and he has to learn how to control his emotions. But I get it. But you have to go through all of this just for him not to get mad. You have to keep secrets so he don't get mad. And it's just, I'm over it. So yeah, we get to the next scene. Tony, Nate, and Connie is outside, and they tell Connie what happened. And then we see Jeremiah roll up, and then we see Zach pull up. And so, of course, he found Jeremiah, and child, he beat the brakes off of him. Baby, when I tell y'all he beat the entire brakes, this is where the episode ends. Listen, if you like what I had to say, even if you didn't like what I had to say, put it down in the comment section. Like me, share it, and I promise I will talk to y'all in the next video. Bye.